Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock, Monday, September 9th, 2024. I call the Chickasaw Board of Supervisors meeting to order. Roll call, Hackman.
Here.
Suko.
Here.
Kuhn.
Here.
Myself here, Supervisor Breitbach is absent. We have Donna Gerst, Board Secretary. Motion to approve the agenda for September 9th.
So, second.
Motion seconded. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor, roll call again. Travis?
Aye.
Jake?
Aye.
Matt?
Aye.
Myself, aye. Motion to approve the minutes for September 3rd, 2024.
Move to approve the September 3rd board minutes.
Motion seconded. Any further discussion? Not. Roll call, Jake. Travis? Aye. Matt?
Aye.
Myself, aye. Review and approve final release of retainage for Chickasaw Heritage Building Center Water Extension Project to the amount of $7,142.89 to Pop Excavating.
Last week sometime, the gate valve was removed and Pop picked it up Thursday to get that credit at that $740. Just on the project itself, Blackhawk sprinkler is done and the electronics are done for the sprinkler system. So I'd say the project is done in its full. And I don't see why we should not allow this retainer to go back to Pop. The sprinkler system was not even a project. That was a standalone project. But good news, it's all done. I'll make a motion to approve the retainer to Pop excavating out of Osage in the amount of $7,142.99. Second.
Motion seconded. Any further discussion? Roll call, Jake.
Aye.
Matt?
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Myself, aye.
Just an update, so the standalone stuff yet is the tanks are there empty. There is some pipe in there that could be demoed if want to. And then we gotta do something with the valve down the road. If we want to just leave it as is or cap it and remove the
Review and approve farm lease for the Gilmore Watsy access with Bruce Lansky for $60 total acre.
So this is a result of the meeting last week, and I sent both, well, we had drafts of these for the potential tenants when they were bidding, and then we updated the terms with the prices, names, and addresses, so these went out to you last Monday afternoon in draft form. Unless there's changes to them, I believe they're ready to be signed off on by the chairman and the board secretary, excuse me, the auditor, and then she'll get them to the tenants to be signed, and we can file them.
I'll move to approve the farm lease for the Gilmore Watsy access with Bruce Lansky for the amount of $60 per year, total acres per year times 3 years. And authorized chair signature. Second.
Motion seconded. Any further discussion? If not, roll call, Jake.
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Matt?
Aye.
Myself, aye.
Same thing, Dave.
Well, I think I just take care of all public comment, then we'll.
Yes, once we get to it, it's the same thing. And the address is different on, use the old address, kind of the new address, so the new address is on the version we signed here.
All right, it's 9:05, we have public comment. There's no public comment. We will go to review and approve farm lease for county farm with Matthew Holzlot for $400 a total.
Thank you, Chair. I will move on to an authorization signature.
Second.
Motion seconded. Any further discussion?
Is this address on the back page, Dave, that you mentioned?
Yeah, it's actually 20, I'll say it publicly, but the address is different than what it was in the old lease. I just used the old address, but she was sent a new address for him.
I'm fine with the updated address.
That's the one that changed from your draft version was the address.
Okay, so this one should be good then?
Yeah, it's your question. Same street, stuff the road.
Thank you. Motion seconded. Any further discussion? If not, roll call. Matt?
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Jake?
Aye.
Myself, aye.
Here's the two clean copies of corrected address. So I'll need you to sign the last page and then she will sign as well. Second to last page, excuse me.
Review and approve Tyler Technologies County Software Annual Renewal of $98,448.53. Gotcha. They want to see it.
Yeah, is this in claims today, or, do you know?
I don't remember if I seen it in there.
It was quite a bit more than what we paid last time, but we had paid it not all in one sum, and some paid before the fiscal year. So Sheila did call and verify that the amount was right. Yes, it is in here.
This comes out of data processing.
Yes.
Do you know if anybody reimburses us for this, like the assessor or other people that use the program?
No, I don't believe so, unless the assessor has their own. He likes to do his own thing, so we could see if their program is on there. But then,
It's just a question. So this, for this annual year, fiscal 20. I'll move to approve purchase policy of Tyler Technology County Software, annual amount renewal for fiscal year 24-25 in the amount of $98,448.53. Second.
Motion seconded. Any further discussion? Not roll call. Jake?
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Matt?
Aye.
Myself, aye. 910, engineer Roman Lensing, review and approve final voucher for Chickasaw County Traffic Sign Project, HSIP-HWAP-County 19-112, FJ19.
So yeah, project is complete. Basically just need chair's signature on it to get the project closed out. This is our flashing LED solar powered stop signs. That's the sign show.
So,
And that of course is through our FM. And that's the $90,000 grant that we got.
Do we need to authorize chair signature? Or no?
yeah, you mentioned that.
Sorry, they don't have a good signature line on it either.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion seconded, and further discussion? If not, roll call. Jake?
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Matt?
Aye.
Myself, aye. Department update.
Well, I'll start with last week. Our bridge crews on Bridge 2870. They've been doing a really, really good job. If you guys want to swing out there ever, I can go out with you. It's pretty cool to see. East abutment is complete. That'd be H pile, cap, sheet piling, dead end, anchors. They started on the west abutment on Friday. This morning we tested bearing on the outer two pile and we got it. So that's also good. They'll continue on that and we'll start setting beams. Line up some concrete for probably late September, early October. Aside from that, culvert crew did several crossroad culvert replacements, ditch cleaning. They did go spray some guardrail. The weeds came back, some dirt stockpiles too, a lot of site distance issue stuff. I know it's late for spraying. Crack filling on B28. Our crews, when they weren't blading or doing other maintenance stuff, we had our guys, they finished the Jericho blacktop from Highway 63 to B56 the week prior, and then this past week they started on B28 from Cheyenne Avenue, which is T76 east to Gilmore, B18. They're doing a really good job. It's good that we're getting out and doing that when dry conditions are making it tough to get, daily routine blading, which they were doing spot blading prior to 95, then we got some moisture, so Thursday and Friday we got back at full days of routine blading. Yeah, we need moisture to do that efficiently, so mowing side roads, round 2 is nearly complete. Saudi area, Larry's been doing other stuff, but he's should be done with it this week. We did start round 3 of hard surface, northeast quadrant, and also New Hampton area, as well as B18. Some of the radius widening that we did, a lot of ragweed came up, so we got that mowed down. Let's see, so yeah, they'll be working on the other quadrants as they get the others finished, so we should get a full round 3 here in the next couple weeks. We did get 2 new Bobcat skid loaders delivered and we traded in the old one. They look like really good machines, so hopefully I know that we're hoping that they handle the brush mowers better because the old ones were a little lighter. Setting deck forms on Bremer County Line Bridge. I'd anticipate that we'll be seeing a pre-pour here maybe this week or next. Been working on Bridge 2400 design, a lot of coordination with the Corps engineers. Liza submitted check plans for Bridge 0270. Started with right-of-way acquisition, pending check plan approval through the DOT, which shouldn't be anything major coming back for that. Pavement maintenance, Denco completed crack filling on B28 from the Floyd County line east to T76, also T76 from B28 north to 110th Street. I believe they're starting on Kenwood today, probably 2 days they'll be done with that, so we'll be done with crack filling for them. And again, they're gonna come back to slurry level in spring. That's the current plan. Haven't heard anything on Alta Vista yet, which I was gonna reach out to River City Paving this week to see if they're, they said September, so I assume that's gonna be coming soon. We did find low-cost contractor to repaint that little bit of stretch center line paint. when that's done. We didn't necessarily have to, but we kind of figured we'd put it down. It's about, I think you got $1,300, so. Renee did a lot of work on the annual report. She's got that ready to submit. I did my little bit on it. And we'll get that submitted to the DOT. Deadline's on September 15th for that. We also had a TIF committee meeting on September 4th, which we have a Board of Supervisors meeting scheduled for tomorrow to go over a lot of that stuff. This week prior was more of the same. We did have a little bit of tree removals from that storm that rolled through the week prior. Like I said, they finished crack filling on B22, which again, the guys did an amazing job. They're getting really efficient at it. It's good that we got the machine to do it, and the crew to do it. So they did do cold patching on several roads as well, Northland, D48, and a lot in the Alta Vista area. Mechanics, a lot of normal equipment repairs, but they did do a pretty major rebuild on our 207 wheeled excavator bucket. Just wear and tear on it, needed to be stiffened up, so. Ice control sand bids we did receive on August 27th. Bruning products got low bid, 1,200 ton at 12.039 per ton. Comes to $14,446.80. BMC, 1,200 ton at 12.90 per ton was $15,480. The other suppliers we did not receive a bid from, so. One other thing, I guess, we did have a TR 797 gradation optimization project update with Iowa State, Michigan State. We're gonna try to get the research board and TAC committee to fund our delta costs in excess of what we've done on a normal year. But we did go and we did some core locations to see what the depths of our existing roadway was to try to figure out more plans on the actual project itself, which again is gonna take place in spring of 25 now. That's all I got for department update.
Anybody else have anything for Romy? Thank you. Review rate increase for general sanitation LJP waste solutions of 3.3% from $28,753.10 to $29,702.04, effective billing date July 31st, 2025.
Sheila did ask about this to me on Thursday. There's no reason to approve this because we're 9 months away from budget. My concern is this rate getting a little bit higher and maybe we should go out for some bids. I asked about it last year. See what else there's out there, is there containers? We have the heritage now. Can we put in recyclable containers that are being washed, 24/7? This strictly all comes out of RSV. I mean, almost $300 short of $30,000 now. I don't know, guys, you see around other counties, they have their drop-off sites. Can we partner with some of the cities and try to cut some cost?
I don't think it would hurt to go back up to quotes, or get quotes.
I mean, this increase of 3.3% would go into effect July 1st of 25.
This covers not only them down here, but I know they go to the fairgrounds.
Yeah, it's on the back side. It
And all
shows.
that.
Yeah,
So if we were to do like a dumpster container and bid that out, I don't know how, we would put one at every one of these locations in, or?
That's what some counties do. A lot of them are at secondary road garages. Some are at, what was that, 5-star co-op? It's all this on the backside there.
Yeah.
And they only go there once a month, right?
And if you miss it, you.
Twice.
I think it's once a month. So like Ione, New Hampton, Fredericksburg, Nashua is the first Saturday. And then North Washington, Alta Vista, Jericho, Walvers is the second Saturday. And you gotta be there between those times, or you will miss them.
So just,
I mean, you got Waste Management out there, you got General, is there anybody else that does?
Hawkeye sanitation out of Nebraska.
Are they in the county though? Do they serve in the area?
They come down.
Yeah, I'd be willing to get, it's figure out exactly what we want to bid, if we want to bid just containers or what we're doing currently.
Because if they bring garbage, it's on the back sheet, I think if it brings garbage, it's so much per pound or something. Purchase yellow bags that pay for the disposal of the trash. Something to look into, I think we got a little bit of time before this board has to approve this increase.
Nine 20 EMS Director Joel Knudsen, acknowledge the resignation of Dan Phillips effective September 9th, 2024.
You have a resignation, Chair?
If you could read that.
I move to acknowledge the resignation of Dan Phillips effective today, September 9th, 2024, from the EMS department.
second.
Motion and second, any further discussion? Not roll call, Jake?
Aye.
Matt?
Aye.
Travis? Aye. Myself, aye. Approve hiring Conrad Rosendahl, part-time EMT at a rate of $20, effective September 9th, 2024.
So for those of you who aren't familiar with Conrad, he's the new chief of police of the city of New Hampton. Came from Lansing, he was an active member on their ambulance service up there, make a good addition to our team. Again, like so many other things, just having him on our roster to be able to provide patient care should we need him is kind of the premise behind it.
That rate is the new rate, or is that the rate?
That is the rate that was set a year and a half ago when we hired.
So then after, with these new hires, just a question, you're gonna give them the 6% or the 3% increase after 6 months, or how are we gonna keep track of these new hires? Since we did it in the
I
past.
believe, I guess I don't know, they'll have to be, the policy says they have to be employed 6 months to be eligible for the raise that is proposed for the next fiscal. So I don't believe that probably they will until next
July 1st.
July, which we'll be budgeting for.
So then pretty much that increase was just a one-time, when the service started. We did a.
Because we started halfway through the
January
fiscal
1st.
year. Right, right.
Okay.
Is there a motion?
Would it make sense to, at some point, change that wage so it somewhat matched the current rate, because I could see in like 2 or 3 years, there's gonna be a big difference between the starting and the,
So I think the idea always has been, every time we renew the 2080,
5-year.
we do a market evaluation and adjust everybody accordingly on that timeframe. Unless we find a huge wage disparity between, we have to readdress it. I think it was kind of set up to do a market evaluation every 5.
I'll move on hiring Conrad Roosevelt, part-time EMT at a rate of $20 effective September 9th, 2024. And you'll do background checks and all that?
They both, his has come back already, so, and the other one is just a position change, so.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. Any further discussion?
This is part-time, you gotta keep track of their 30 hours per week.
Trying our best, yeah. Typically, it's not an issue with EMTs, it's one of the ALS providers.
Do you have a number that you were looking for?
Yeah, unfortunately, that number changes from July to January, right? Like, wintertime, people pick up. Summertime, everybody's on vacation, so we get pretty lean in the summertime. To say that that number is hard and fast, not really, honestly. There's just too much variability. I mean, especially on our ALS providers, EMTs, the cost to the county is so minimal on that. The paramedics is a little different story. And nobody's full-time. So, if they're super workload heavy at their real job or their primary job, they don't hardly pick up. They do their 124 a month here. If they have extra time, then they can pick up more here. Things will change after the first of the year. When Carly comes off of orientation, she'll effectively take 1/3 of all of our paramedic open shifts, which will be great. That will really help to decrease any overtime on the paramedic side. We've also seen a overall salary reduction with the new policy of working, being from home at a minimum wage. I mean, we've seen some, I guess it's an overall reduction from that. But to say there's a hard and fast number, not really.
Any more discussion? If not, roll call, Matt.
Aye.
Jake.
Aye.
Travis.
Aye.
Myself, aye. Approve position change from part-time AME EMT to part-time paramedic for Josh Schuckard, and rate change from $19.99 an hour to $24.64 an hour.
So yeah, Josh just finished up his paramedic class and tested out mid-August. So he's fully credentialed with the National Registry in the state of Iowa. He's currently completing his paramedic orientation with his primary job down in Waterloo. And he'll go through our orientation process as well to make that transition. So he'll be a good addition to our ALS side.
You have an effective date?
Effective today.
I'll move to approve position change effective today for Josh Schuckard at the rate of $19.99 an hour and $24.64 an hour.
So,
Motion and seconded. Any further discussion?
how do you move today if he's not credentialed yet?
What's that?
Is he credentialed today?
Fully, yes, yep.
Oh, I thought you said they do some orientation yet.
So it will be part of his orientation, but even as a orientee, you're still, yeah, hired in that position.
Roll call.
Matt?
Jake?
Aye.
Travis? Myself, aye. Anything else for Joel? No, thanks.
Thanks.
Discuss board members for Chickasaw Cedar Lake Improvement Council between the Chickasaw County Conservation Board, the County of Chickasaw, and the City of Nashville.
That packet's on the counter. Thank you.
Did you find anything out with Nashville City?
Nashville did appoint, 2 members last week as a council people. Mayor called me, Samantha Johnson and Jake Johnson.
Chad is Board of County Conservation, just as an FYI.
Yeah, there was no discussion, obviously, I didn't have it on my agenda when I was here Monday, I was really kind of blindsided by it. Again, I thought this was all done last August, I think I looked with my last email, August of 23, when I spent my time on this project, so, you know, I basically informed them with what I knew, from the Board of Supervisors meeting earlier that day, and then told them that it would be on the agenda, or we would call a special meeting if need be, but that's kind of where we're at.
I guess, I mean, I think we need to just appoint 2 people there. They're gonna have, from talking to the mayor, it sounds like they basically want to meet and redo the whole agreement is what they want to do, so.
What do we wanna do with it? Because we're a member, it's not.
Well, to me, I think that's probably the same thing needs to be done, is it needs to be redone, a different new agreement or with a different direction probably than what it originally was, but. And they might meet and just say the hell of it and not have anything, I don't know.
Is the conservation meeting again then next month or at your regular schedule?
Well, yeah, right now, we don't have anything scheduled other than our regularly scheduled meeting first month. It's actually we actually moved it, to I think the Tuesday or Wednesday before. But yeah, that's the next one we have scheduled at this time. And that would be, I guess, if I move forward and present this to the Conservation Board, I would like to see like, what are the plans? Like, what does the city of Nashua, want out of the Conservation Board, getting into this agreement? Right, just vaguely discussing or whatever, you know, we're obviously there, and if there's anything we can do to help promote or help fundraise or whatever we can do, I think we're all for that, but what is, you know, and I'm not even looking at the value for the Conservation Board, I'm like, what is the value for the city of Nashua? I mean, what do they want when I present this to the Conservation Board? Why do we want to be involved with this agreement? You know, other than the, you know, what we do on a daily basis, I guess would be the thing, rather than just having another committee.
Is this thing gonna be so that you're gonna end up being in charge of this committee, or you're gonna be the chairman of this committee, or does that add to your budget?
Well, I
Is
think,
that where you're going here?
well, I don't necessarily know that. I mean, yeah, I would imagine that potentially someday could come in, but I think it would be crazy for me to speculate on that. I'm just trying to gather what kind of data that, you know, again, if you just wanted to gavel in and disband this agreement, I mean, that would be one thing. I mean, I don't, so again, I'm just looking for some information or some facts basically to present to the Conservation Board on, so they have some idea on how to pursue and move forward.
Well, under F here, this is purpose and performance of the council's and delegation authority to the Chickasaw County Conservation Board. So you really kind of might probably want something changed there, wouldn't you?
Again, I don't,
I'm just asking a question of you.
yeah, and I don't really have any answers on any of that. Like I said, I spent a little bit of time on this over a year ago, or right about a year ago, and I haven't really gotten too deep into it again, so.
I'll move to appoint Supervisor Swinsky and Supervisor Hackman to this intergovernmental agreement.
Is this open for discussion?
Give me a second. Second for discussion.
I am not seconding, no.
I'll second.
Why didn't we do this last week?
We tried, we couldn't get anybody that was honestly here. And according to our policy, chair could not appoint for this committee because this committee was not on our board policy.
So for the other two that were in support a few weeks ago, keeping us, why were you guys not interested last week?
My answer is because I haven't heard from Nashua yet, and they haven't did their stuff, so now they've done their stuff and move forward.
But ultimately, we're already on this 2080, we're just simply.
Correct, I wanted to see what another party wanted to do.
Okay,
Is that okay, Matt?
yes.
Thank you.
I just wanted to hear your opinion.
Did you have one, Travis? He asked you to.
Well, I wanna see what Nashua is interested in doing. Are we gonna, is any part of that in Floyd County?
Yeah,
The watershed is.
watershed is.
Well, can we, are they gonna try to get,
I believe that's the intent, is I think that's part of the reason they want to redo the whole agreement is to bring Floyd County into it.
So is there guidance from this board for committee members as to whether there should be a quick vote to disband and then the ad hoc committee should then reconfigure or try to set up something new, or are you gonna try and restructure that? I mean, or is there not guidance from the other board members?
I think there's a lot of stuff in there that's outdated. I mean, $700,000 that's talked about is the previous contract in 1988, so that's done. So she can get that whole paragraph out.
When you're adding new members, I mean, is the desire to add new organizations and new partners to this?
I mean, we already see water quality or issues when there's a flood, right? Just like the city of Fredericksburg brought some of us together to help out that city when there was a flood. I think we gotta keep that foremost, is the water issue to our residents and to the property that they own. So yeah, I'd be more than happy to redesign this intergovernmental agreement, because there's some stuff that's outdated in the thing. You know, when I talk about the Iowa Lotto, you know, you got Blackhawk Gaming now out of Blackhawk County, well, Chickasaw County is part of that for their grants, so. Yeah, I think bring some heads together and talk about it.
to me, you just, it needs to be redone. And if there's a party that doesn't wanna be in it, I think they gotta have the opportunity to get out to.
They do have the opportunity per the 2080, but
I guess we'll just see where it goes.
What's your timeline?
I had to ask the mayor once, I mean, if we appoint two today and they've appointed two, and I guess we're gonna have to wait to see what conservation does. If they don't, then I would imagine he'll still call a meeting at some point with just the two that have appointed, but
so there'll be, since this is a committee, then we'll have agendas and minutes and all of that for these meetings.
I would assume so.
Just gonna state publicly that I think everyone knows, or everyone has a vision of where this is gonna go, but my suspicion is ultimately it's gonna land on my desk to help draft a 2080, a new agreement or something, so you're laughing. So I guess my suggestion is, you know, I'd like to be part of that meeting, but I think sooner rather than later would be a good opportunity to bring the other persons you want into the discussion. And, you know, just off the cuff initially, my comment would be, I think it might be something to disband and then form a brand new document with all the parties that are going to be into it. But I'm happy to help the committee whoever I can.
And I'm concerned about having our county attorney that represents this county as a whole, from getting drawn into this, because if something falls apart, or there's an issue, or somebody doesn't come to an agreement in this 2080, then you have to defend us, but then is there a conflict of interest if you're also helping all the other parties?
I don't know where it's going. So that's part of my trepidation is I think I sense what the vision might be from several different people, but perhaps that vision is gonna become a reality and I'm not sure where it's gonna go. I mean, Travis made the comment, let's see where it goes. But yeah,
Because I'm just concerned, this was stated at the last meeting that this is an advisory committee, but the way I read that 2080 as of now, to me, it doesn't look like an advisory committee stating we'll be signing contracts with other parties.
So has their description been determined yet?
description of what?
Dam?
I do not know that answer to that question. That's not, again, it's not on my plate. I mean, I can only push. I'm not.
Well, I know you and Ray and Skilton have talked about it.
Yeah, we have, but ultimately it's not, I mean, it's the city's
Problem.
problem and it's the city's issue. So I mean, I can't exert my authority, any authority I may have to say, hey, it has to get done. I mean, I'm not
You're not a pusher.
well, it's not my work to be done. It's not my work to be done, let's put it that way. I mean, it's not my task. I mean, it's the city's task, quite frankly.
Sure.
Happy to help.
Question.
Call the question. Roll call, Jake.
Aye.
Travis. Matt.
Yeah.
Myself, aye. Motion for claims in the amount of $351,154.85.
So moved.
So it's,
Motion seconded, any further discussion?
sorry, keep down a second.
Aye.
Who was the first guy?
Jake.
Yeah.
Roll call, Jake. Matt.
Aye.
Travis.
Aye.
Myself. Motion for payroll dated September 6, 2024.
So.
Motion seconded, any further discussion? Not roll call, Jake.
Aye.
Travis.
Aye.
Matt.
Aye.
And myself. Anybody have any committee assignment updates?
Did you make TIF or not?
Yeah, I think just we knew, we just went over the TIF plan, I guess, and we're gonna present it to the board tomorrow at 11:30. So, it's a real short, quick meeting, so.
Okay,
Wednesday, 4. Discuss future agenda items. We got anything?
You wanna put that RFP on there for rural recycling? I don't know if we can go back and see if there's anything in custodial records that this board has done in RFP in the last 10 years. Or somebody can help us get a draft one together at least.
Should we start looking at what positions need to be filled or up this year?
On the boards and commissions.
Yeah.
So I think policy states it's supposed to be advertised sometime in October, the last part of the quarter.
I think Sheila looked at that last week, so. We'll put it up there.
You got anything, man?
I do.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion seconded, any further discussion? If not, roll call, Jake.
Aye.
Travis.
Aye.
Matt.
Aye.
And myself, aye.